Cheers, you guys. Welcome to some more tea time with Madison and Christine. You guys, it is a rare, gray, delicious, cozy day here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I am seeing that winter is hitting a lot of different zones right now, so hope you're all keeping warm and enjoying this transition of seasons. So I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, I just come as I'm guided. I want to talk about what it means to put oneself out into the world and put our creativity out. That can be a really, really big one. I know personally I've spent years deepening with myself and my self worth and my self value in order to put myself out at a time that was intuitive. You know, there's a lot of pressure, you guys. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people screaming for attention and a lot of different marketing ways that can really be egocentric and really, I know for me, I get really put off by that. And I want to be an encouragement of deeply connecting to your own heart, your own intuition, and following that, right? I did my last YouTube on chasing and really discerning, right? Discerning, am I going outside of myself because I don't have enough attention? Am I obsessing over how many people like me? Am I obsessing? Am I in an addiction towards trying to get attention, or is this just who I am that wants to be expressed? So you guys, what I'm talking about can be a deep, deep process depending where you come from, what your history is, what it means to have yourself out there. Because it involves what other people think. Most often the human existence is I'm terrified of what other people think of me. I'm terrified of judgments, terrified of betrayal, terrified of being abandoned. So when we put ourselves out, it's a very courageous act, right? Because it will bring that stuff up. And we live in a very hateful world on many levels when it comes to the meanness that can come back. But we got to remember this, you guys. I love what Matt Kahn says, spiritual teacher. People that blame you are not happy, okay? So just remember that. People that are blaming you, people that are judging you are not happy inside. It's not personal. You know, I know that I was a lot more judgmental back in the day when I hadn't fulfilled my creative self, my expression. So I'd be much quicker to judge different musicians or things that I was jealous of, right? And as I've really cultivated this self-love and self-worth and this creative expression, I am like, bring it on. I want to know you. I want to see you, males and females. It's a true, true joy. That's a process, right? So when you find yourself threatened or you're pushing away or you're blocking, my challenge to you, my question is, what is inside of you that's feeling unexpressed, that has a need to share, that's not feeling heard, not feeling seen? And then apply that to you. You know, there's many days I just did journal entries on giving myself what I was really wanting from the outside. And it's such magical work, you guys. Because I know for me, when I attended to that inner child in me and just listened to her and wrote and wrote and wrote and all of that, it really truly brought love to me. And it made me not have this desperate need for attention from out there. So I come to you in a place, this has been years and years and years of deepening, where I'm not doing this to get something. I feel the alignment, I feel the intuition. I get guided to share, just like I used to with my music, and I still will whenever Spirit wants to bring me to the keyboard or dancing or anything. I just live off intuition these days because I've developed that and I trust it. It's a very deep trust and confidence, right? So let's look at in your life, what is it in you? Or what does it mean to you to put yourself out? Maybe you're really introverted and your way is more with a few friends, or you write and you share that writing. Maybe you're more of an extrovert, and so for you it's more being out. The question is, what is the energy that is guiding you? Is it one that is coming from a deep, centered space that's peaceful, that's not dependent on the likes, the comments? I know for me, you guys, I can share this again, personal experience is the highest frequency, is that it's a devotion to the intuitive spirit world for me. So I know, I love what Wayne Dyer says. When he used to be on this earth, he had this cool quote. I don't know if it was his or he was quoting someone else, but what others think of me is none of my business. What others think of you is none of your business. Think about it, you guys, because if you think of the creative process, it's about, it's time to put my cup down. So it's about our alignment. It's about you connected to source, to God, you fill in the gaps of that, your highest self. I know for me, when I'm connected to that, nothing can get in and mess or fuck with it. Because that is the source divine energy. A child dancing, a child singing, a child playing. I mean, seriously, that's the joy, right? Think about it. So someone can get on your, think about it. Someone can get on your page or whatever you post or whatever it is and say something mean or say something kind of condescending, whatever it is. They might be having a really bad day. They might be in misery. If they're not aligned, why would you ever listen to that, right? Or anyway, why does it matter? First of all, let me just say, step over here. We're human. It's wonderful to get feedback. I appreciate all of you who have connected with this here. It means so much, right? It's not why I do it. I do it because spirit guides me here. And it's really truly, I was telling my twin this earlier, it's like taking a cosmic dump, excuse me if that's crass for you, but it's like, it's me. Taking a cosmic dump and I let it go and it's not up to me anymore. The spirit's got this, right? Because I think of all the amazing musicians, actors, comedians, artists, dancers that have changed my life. And if they didn't let go and get out of their way, those things would not have been there for me. And my life has been transformed by people who have dared to be in their greatness. Truly, truly, truly. And you guys, it is no small thing to tap our greatness. You know what that means? You gotta take responsibility for your shit. We gotta take responsibility for the amazingness. That's been my hardest work. Is really, really coming into self-worth where no matter what anyone in my past or any judgments, any jealousies, that I was still going to rise in who I was and be in that greatness, right? There are so many people that will kind of freak out as you keep rising that aren't doing it for themselves. Just let yourself keep going. Those are shadows, right? Because that's how this planet changes, right? Our true state is happiness. Now, when I say that, no matter where you are, if you're feeling miserable right now, you're feeling sad right now, you're feeling terror, those are all such teachers. I spent so much time in terror and so much that days and nights I didn't literally know if I was going to make it. My spirit knew I was going through it like a dark night of the soul to deepen, to refine. You have your thing, whoever it is. All of us humans have these things, right? These dark nights of the souls, whatever you want to call it, that deepen us. And that creativity just gets richer and richer. The meaning in that is so profound, right? So what is creativity to you and what does it mean to put it out? Like I said, I encourage looking at, first of all, it does involve when you put yourself out, what are other people thinking can be a very deep block, right? What an opportunity. I know I took years before I follow intuition. I have a lot of confidence in it now and in spirit. And spirit has just been saying it's time, Madison. So I follow that. I honor that. I will honor it to the day I die and beyond. Right? My ego mind might say, well, you just did this one a day ago. You should give it air. Or, oh man, I feel like crap today. I don't want to look bad. Like the ego mind is hysterical. And I am not putting ego down. We need our ego, right? But I know I honor the creative spirit because I know that that is what comes and sets a wildfire for other people. because it's a vulnerability. Creativity is an extreme, beautiful, vulnerable channel. That if I can be someone who can ignite someone's heart, even just one, it's worth everything, right? Of transformation. This energy is so profound when we tap it and we own it and honor it and we let go. Take the cosmic dump, let go, back off, and let Spirit do what Spirit wants to do. It's none of our business after that. What others think of you is none of your freaking business. When one is in alignment, that's where two people can co-create and connect, right? In that truth and that love and that joy. So if you're worried about what others think, you're human, like my stutter, you're human like all of us. But I want to remind you that what matters is what you feel, what your devotion is in your spirit and your heart, right? When you feel good, you are in alignment. When you're feeling that true, pure alignment, right? I'm not talking about intoxication. I'm not talking about addiction, and that stuff all can get us here. So it all has a perfect place. Like a painting with colors everywhere. We need all the colors. So first of all, know where you are. It's just right where you need to be. I've had that in another YouTube, but I always want to say that. And also, let all those different feelings, different colors, move you closer and closer into who you are. And you get to have a life you love. You really, really do. You can still be sad and have joy. You can still be pissed off and have freedom and joy. So that's part of freeing ourselves. So let's free ourselves from what other people think. It's human, you guys, to have that. It's very human. I walk through it every day at moments after I put myself out. But I have a devotion to spirit, so it's pretty easy for me to let it go and detach. Because whether one person or a million people connect, that does not define who you are or your success. Your success is connecting and putting out what we're being called to, right? However it looks. In front of the scenes or behind the scenes, whatever it wants to do, right? The question is, are you happy? Do you feel aligned and free? So I want to thank you so much for listening, so much for being here with me. I hope you have an awesome day wherever you are, whatever degrees it is, and I will meet you on the flip. Take care.